Right, we're going into this shop called Magnolia. Get some snacks for our walk. I think we should get some crisps.
Something sweet.
You speak so softly that you could send me to sleep with a story. It's a massive pipe. And this is the park where I used to walk in 2024 when I used to live in Yuzhnaya. I didn't live in Yuzhnaya when I came to visit Russia. So yeah, first time walking here in the summertime. It looks very different as usual from winter to summer.
Girls are having a picnic.
They're having a picnic down there. I don't want to disturb them and put them on the camera, but yeah, this is quite cool. We'll have to come here and do that one day. This is nostalgia. This is the big pipe I used to walk under, and this is the crevice. I don't remember this being there, probably because it's full of snow, right?
I think it's just damaged.
Oh, it's sturdy. You've got a duck underneath here though. Yeah, it's massive. You have to walk under it. You don't have to come this way, but yeah. Nostalgia. Sorry?
I don't need to lean.
You don't need to crouch. You're small enough to just walk under. No way! That's cool. I haven't even started the topic of my video yet. Are you eating all my crisps?
Very nice. You gave me your bag. What should I
Are you eating all my crisps?
What should I have done?
No, eat them all. Feed the baby, cat. Feed the baby.
Not the right food to feed him.
Yeah, true. Nah.
I don't.
Dawaj. Dawaj, dawaj, dawaj. Wow, how cool. I didn't recognise this. I didn't see this last time I came here.
Yeah, you can.
So this is where you'd grill some meat. Yeah, let's sit in the shade, Kat. Good idea. So the first thing I want to mention about things you wouldn't expect to experience in Russia if you're coming as a foreigner for the first time, especially in the summer, mosquitoes. I was unaware of the mosquito problem in Russia. We have them in England, but they don't affect the humans. Something to do with the environment. They typically just bite on the animals and the cattle. But in Russia it's not like that at all. And a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I went to this lovely area outside of Moscow with Katya and her family, and the next day I had bites all up my leg, all up my arm. Crazy. So I really didn't expect that. I came in winter of 2024. The mosquitoes didn't exist, right? Well, they did exist, but I didn't experience that problem. But this year, since I've been back, oh yeah, and they do have mosquito nets on the windows, so it helps prevent the mosquitoes from coming in. But that's my number one thing to expect, because that was a shock to me. No way. So these guys over here are having a barbecue. I'm not going to record them, like run over really close, but you see in the distance there was smoke coming out. Probably shashlik or something. Really cool little area. Sitting in a lovely park in nature, and then we've got some people turn up behind us in another area where you can have a barbecue. There's always retards that spoil, I don't know, just the calm atmosphere, being in nature with a bloody loud speaker. Each to their own. but at least don't have it this loud. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
loud, yeah. Like, why is it
What's going on?
teenagers? behave
Yeah,
better
there's
than
teenagers, like 17-year-old teenagers over there, and these guys are like in their 40s, 50s. It's the juxtaposition. It's like they used to be the ones playing the silly music, but it's these guys that are doing it. At least we enjoyed the majority of our picnic without this crap. There's always you can always find a positive in everything.
Come here like early in the morning.
Yeah, early in the morning. Yeah.
8 o'clock.
You won't hear it now, but the music is playing in the background. That's appropriate. I don't mind that. But like, fuck's sake. Oh. You could say that, Tommy, you're being boring and just playing music. I understand, and do you know what? Another day I probably would be playing music as well. Oh, not that loud. But one thing I want to mention is just being conscious in the moment. If you're always playing, like your brain's always distracted. If you're doing the washing up or cooking, you're always listening to music. You're not giving your brain time to rest, right? And that's when you're inside a cubicle, inside a room. We're out here in lovely nature. This is the best time to let your brain reset and you're just let everything relax, right? That might be a form of relaxation with the music, I get it, but I don't know. It's one thing when you're listening to music outside, and there's another thing where your relaxation is actually a disturbance to others, you know? Anyway, we're moving on. This park is so difficult to recognise without the snow, and it's so true, because typically you'd be able to see through these trees and into the distance, but obviously with all the leaves, the place looks completely different. It's kind of cool though. I think that's why Russia's such a cool country though, don't you? Because like, it's like living in two different countries. For 6 months of the year, it's snow, completely different terrain. And for the other half of the year, it's a beautiful sunny country. So point 2 that I want to mention is Russians do not smile. So don't be put off or anything if you interact with a Russian person and they don't smile or if they look at you funny. That's just their stoic face. Because when I initially came, sometimes I thought a particular Russian person was annoyed at me, but no, they're not. So that took me, even with Kat, nearly gonna fall over on the bridge, even with Kat, I think she's annoyed with me sometimes, but she's not, it's just a stoic, stone cold Russian stare or look, I don't know.
Poker face.
Yeah, poker face. Now I recognise this park because of this outside gym area. Wow, this is so different without the snow, Kat.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Very beautiful park, this is.
Our walk here was awesome.
Number 3 would be shoe removal. If you ever get the chance to go inside a Russian person's home, it would be shoes off, slippers on. And I didn't expect that. Pretty much whenever I go to Misha's house, there's slippers waiting for me. So yeah, that's a not a culture shock per se, but it's definitely a culture, you know, something different in terms of cultures. I'm not sure if that's just a Slavic thing, Kat. Does that happen in other Slavic countries?
Yeah.
Yeah? Probably you could generalise that to Slavic countries then. Number 4, I've covered this multiple times, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. The limited English. No one pretty much, well, a lot of people do speak English in Moscow, but I haven't encountered someone where they speak English. I could probably count on my hand 4 or 5 people that I've met that can speak English in my day-to-day life. So expect the limited English language if you're ever in trouble. Well, not trouble, maybe perhaps you're lost. Expect there to be a language barrier. I forgot what point I'm on, what number I'm on, but
We'll be number 5.
thank you, Kat. Your passport. So in England, typically any form of identification is fine. Driver's license is what I usually take with me. But in Russia, you need your passport. You absolutely need your passport. That's like the most important thing. Every time I leave the house, Kat goes, "Have you got your passport? Have you got your passport?" So, but yeah, it's very important. Yeah, I know you're saying it just in case, but it's very important because the police do stop. They do stop you. I've seen it with my own eyes, even outside of Moscow. I've seen it happen inside the Moscow metro before. Hasn't happened to me yet. Maybe it will one day when I'm walking along speaking with the camera. Well, speaking English with the camera. But they probably just think I'm a ordinary Russian. So that's probably why it hasn't happened yet. Another thing you should sort of expect before you arrive in Russia is money. And, well, you can't use Visa or MasterCard, anything like that here in Russia. So you need to prep beforehand. You need to bring cash with you. That's what I done. I brought a lump of cash with me, and I went to like an exchange place, or it's better to go to like a headquarters of a bank and exchange your money there, because you're not going to be able to use your money here unless you open a Russian bank account, open a account on the crypto exchange Bybit, and figure it out through there. If you have any issues, send me an email. Go on my YouTube about section, find my email, and just send me an email. I can try and help you out with it. Hello, Kat. Let's go. So that's all I can think of. You have little things, but I thought I'd mention, the big things that stood out to me when I arrived. And yeah, Russia's not just Moscow. It's not just the St. Basil's Cathedral or the Kremlin. You got Siberia. That's the place I really want to visit. Loads of places in Russia to go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Kat and I enjoyed our little walk in the park and sit down until the loud music started playing, which, by the way, we could hear from when we left the park, so we wasn't exaggerating. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, stick around if you want to see more videos about my raw, unfiltered life here in Russia. Was that to like the video? Yeah. And that's it. We will see you on the next one.
See you. Bye.